Welcome to the shadow screen. As a child in Glasgow, Scotland, with just 3 channels flickering across a black and white television, my mother amazingly let me watch a cinematic gem that would forever change my world. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. This film, which shocked audiences in 1960, not only redefined the horror genre, but ignited a passion within me for the art of suspense and storytelling. Hitchcock's trailer for the movie stood out for its unconventional approach. Instead of relying on traditional film footage, Hitchcock himself guided us on a chilling tour of the Bates Motel and its haunting surroundings. This clever mini-movie masterfully built suspense through misdirection and engaging dialogue, drawing viewers in without relying on visual thrills. Its slow pace and Hitchcock's dry, macabre humor set it apart from typical movie previews. Today we dive deep into this groundbreaking masterpiece, exploring the chilling intricacies that continue to haunt and captivate audiences even decades later. In Hitchcock's chilling masterpiece, Psycho, we are introduced to Marion, a Phoenix secretary played by Janet Leigh, who finds herself ensnared in a web of desperation and deceit. After embezzling $40,000 from her employer to escape with her lover, Sam Loomis, John Gavin, Marion embarks on a frantic journey, seeking freedom and a new life. As a torrential rainstorm engulfs the landscape, Marion's exhaustion forces her to veer off the main roads, desperately trying to avoid the prying eyes of the law. This decision leads her to the eerie and dilapidated Bates Motel, an unsettling establishment that seems frozen in time. Here she encounters the polite yet deeply troubled proprietor, Norman Bates, Anthony Perkins. With an unsettling charm and a keen interest in taxidermy, Norman initially seems like a harmless, if eccentric, young man. However, beneath his courteous exterior lies a tumultuous and complex relationship with his overbearing mother, whose presence looms large in his life. Norman is not your typical horror villain. He oscillates between boyish innocence and a chilling darkness. The line, "A boy's best friend is his mother," resonates with eerie foreboding, encapsulating the film's exploration of twisted love and dependency. Hitchcock meticulously crafts Norman's character to be relatable, evoking both sympathy and horror as viewers grapple with the complexities of his troubled existence. As Marion settles in for the night, the motel's unsettling atmosphere and Norman's peculiar behavior create an air of tension that hints at the horrors to come. The film masterfully intertwines Marion's story with Norman's dark secrets, leading viewers down a path filled with psychological intrigue and shocking twists. The film's most iconic moment, the infamous and risque shower scene, remains a benchmark in cinematic history. Even decades later, its visceral impact is undeniable, with Bernard Herrmann's chilling score accentuating every drop of water and knife slash. The scene transcends the screen, embedding itself into the collective consciousness of horror aficionados. It's not merely the violence that shocks, it's the suggestion, the unseen terror lurking just beyond our sight that chills the bones. Hitchcock understood that true horror lies not in what is shown, but in what is left to the imagination. Reflecting on my first time seeing Psycho, I recall being far too young to fully grasp its depths. Yet the film's imagery haunted me, especially the ghastly vision of Mother Bates, her skeletal figure casting a long shadow over Norman's fate. The stark contrast between the tranquil facade of the Bates Motel and the horrors that unfold within its walls creates a tension that grips the viewer tightly, leaving them questioning what lies beneath the surface. After Marion's disappearance, the film shifts gears to focus on the investigation led by her sister, Lila Crane, Vera Miles, and private detective Arbogast, Martin Balsam. Their search for Marion adds another layer of suspense as they uncover the dark secrets hidden within the Bates Motel. Arbogast's investigation leads him to confront Norman, whose unsettling demeanor raises suspicion. But just as the truth begins to unravel, Arbogast meets a grim fate, further entrenching the film in horror. As Lila continues her search, the film builds to a heart-stopping conclusion. In a climactic showdown, she discovers the truth behind Norman Bates and his mother, revealing a twisted tale of identity, loss, and madness. The shocking twist that Norman has been impersonating his deceased mother not only redefines the narrative, but leaves audiences questioning the very nature of evil. While some may argue that the film exhibits a certain restraint in its violence, it is precisely this subtlety that enhances its effectiveness. The horror is often implied rather than explicit, leaving audiences to fill in the gaps with their fears. This psychological manipulation is what makes Psycho resonate even today. It's a film that compels us to confront the uncomfortable truths lurking in the shadows of our own lives. Though the final revelation about Norman's fractured psyche is conveyed through a somewhat heavy-handed exposition, it does little to diminish the film's brilliance. Hitchcock, perhaps anxious that audiences might miss the intricacies of his narrative, chose to clarify the complexities of Norman's character. Psycho endures as a towering achievement in horror cinema, not merely for its shocking moments, but for the profound psychological insights it offers. I honestly give Psycho an A+. It is not just a film, it is a chilling exploration of the human condition, a timeless tale that continues to haunt and intrigue, leaving an indelible mark on the landscape of horror forever. So if you've never seen it, prepare yourself for a journey into the depths of horror that will linger long after the credits roll. Thank you for joining us on this chilling exploration of Psycho. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Shadow Screen for more deep dives into the world of cinema. Until next time, keep your lights on and your doors locked, and always listen to your mother.